Hi guys, good afternoon. So in the last session, we started with the dynamic routing, and we saw that dynamic means the routes will be added automatically to the routing table, correct? And two types, IGP, EGP, IGP for same AS communication and EGP for different AS communication. Then IGP further divided into three categories, that is distance vector, link state, and hybrid. And we were going through the first distance vector protocol, which is about RIP or web. So about routing information protocol, we have seen that it's a distance vector protocol, layer 7 protocol, uses UDP service port number 520 UDP, uses Bellman port algorithm, then AD value is 120, maximum hop count limit is 15, and it has two versions, version 1 and version 2. And also we know that it sends periodic updates, and the updates are sent every 30 seconds, right? And the update is going to include full routing table. It is going to include what? Full routing table. Okay. Then we saw about the differences between version 1 and version 2. We know that version 1 is classful. Version 2 supports classless. That means it does not support VLSM, and here it supports VLSM. RIP version 1 is going to broadcast the routing updates, and it's going to use the broadcast address 4 times 255. While RIP version 2 is going to multicast the routing updates, and it's going to use the multicast address 224009. Okay, version 1 does not support authentication, while version 2 supports authentication, and we saw about the basic configuration also, right? Okay, now let's move further. So I think I gave a task, if I remember, or not. Any task was given? Hmm? Anybody remember? No. So no task was given, that means? Hmm? Sure. Remember, think about it, if any task was given. I think I mentioned something about RIP. You have studied RIP, right? And this is the topology given to you. Did you practice? Hmm? Yes. Okay, so I'll give one more topology now. Okay. Okay. So here I have the network. That's side 1/24. Side 1 loopback is there. This side 1 loopback is there. This is R1. R2. This is R3. Here I'm going to use the network. 12.0/24. Here I'm going to use 23.0/24. IP addresses. So consider this is a 0x0 interface. Okay. This is also Z0x0. Z0x1. This is also Z0x1. Here the IP address is 12.1. This is 12.2, 23.2. Okay, and this is also 23 dot. Okay, so make it 10.3.3.3 plus 24. Okay, configure with portion. Okay, and your task is you have to try the communication between 10.1.1 to 10.3. Understood? Online people, task is clear.
Yes, sir.
Configure the portion one, and second thing you have to do is ten dot three dot three dot. Okay, here. Let's do it right now because I need to explain something here. Slide change, just the networks. Okay. Okay, let's start all the nodes. Okay, who wants to configure this topology? Yesterday, who hasn't? You didn't. That's a comment only. Who is good with the rip routing? You're good. Okay. RIP protocol, who can configure? You you're doing the configuration. You will. You're good. Okay. Okay. You have given up. No, this one. Why you don't guys don't give the host name? Hmm? Yes, just complete it quick. Hmm? And tip, Version 1 you have to configure. All the routes. Is it correct? Hmm? First command itself is wrong. Forgot. No shutdown. Hmm? I don't know. If you will tell him, then what's the point of him sitting here? You just forgot right now. Okay, who remembers other answer? Hmm? No, last person in the room. Please come forward. Now you remember? You can just go in R1 configuration already. Already R1 configuration is there, right? It's okay, do it. I absolutely want it. Auto summary, there is no space, hyphen is there. Hyphen. That's it. IP. Hmm. So anything is missing? Network statement is missing. No. Third person, yes, you. Please, next one. Not you, you sit down. Please, you come forward. I don't remember the names, please don't mind. Okay. Huh? You're not sure. Okay. Yes. Next one, please. Come forward. Very strange. Is it something like when you come here, then you forget? Hesitation. In company, if you will hesitate, then first of all, in the interview itself, you will hesitate. If you will hesitate in the interview, you don't get selected. Let's say you crack the interview. Now you are hesitating while doing the configuration. Why? Because entire production is running on that. Anything goes wrong? No, no. Hmm? Not. You do the configuration. Now you have the keyboard, right? You are in power. So you decide what will be the configuration. Next. You should always try to challenge yourself, right? Here you will hesitate in the classroom if you are not able to do the configuration, then what will happen? You came here and you forgot. I could have done the configuration. Why I'm giving you this chance? So that you get to do it. So, is the configuration correct? Hmm? Auto summary. Where? Okay, wait for it. So this is R1, R2, R3. Okay. So we'll paste the configuration now. This is R1. R2, then R. Everybody saw the configuration. Configuration is okay. Yes or no? Now tell me, am I going to have communication? Yes or no? From 10:11 to 10:33, am I going to have communication? Yes or no? How many of you say yes? How many of you say no? Yes or no? Are we going to have communication or not? Quick, 50-50. Yeah, so you have given directly connected only. So what? Still it is directly connected. Loopback is also directly connected. So now tell me yes or no. You say yes. Yes or no? Hmm? Quick.
Sir, show IP route.
Yes. 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 Yes or no? No idea. Yes. No idea. No or no idea. No. Okay. Online people, yes or no?
Sir, show IP route.
Yeah, that comment I'll give. But first I need to know the
Yeah,
answer.
yes.
According to the configuration, I need to know.
There is no error, right? So it
Yeah.
will.
There is no error. Configuration is correct. Everybody saw, right? If there was an error, somebody would have said it, right? So communication will be there or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, looks like everybody agrees. Okay, let's see. So how do I ping from 10.1.1.1 to 10.3.3.3? Source. Okay, so I'll use the command ping 10.3.3.3. Source, source, right? What happened? Success. Why? So IP route. What do I have? Routing table. In the routing table, what do I have? I have the routes. Okay. So if I say show IP protocol, you can see which protocol is running. Version 1 is running, and still you see I have communication. Okay, let's say I'll configure version 2. I'll configure version. Okay, before configuring version 2, right now you see I have communication. I'm having communication. What if I change this network? Only these IPs if I change. Will it affect the communication? No. Okay, so what I'll do is, see, I'll just restart these routers. It's done. Now, I'll stop these routers and I'll wipe. Start all nodes. Okay, all the nodes are starting again. And what I want to change here, I want to change here something like, let's say, same, whatever we discussed earlier. Okay, change the configuration code. update all the changes. And guys, look at it, okay? You should not make any mistake. That is your responsibility. Okay, just a minute. Hmm? Wait for it. What do you mean overlap? Notes are all white. You can see the level of hesitation. Confusion. Then everybody agrees configuration is correct. Hmm? Correct. Huh? Then correct. Version 2, then there is wrong. Okay. Right now we are going with version 1 only. Everybody agrees this is okay. Correct configuration. Okay. So now I'll put this configuration. Copy and R3. Configuration is correct, right? Again, I'm asking. Hmm? Okay. Again, the same question. Will I have communication? Okay. One answer is no. Hmm? Yes. 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 No. Okay. Yes. 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 Online people? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I get so many yes. Okay, you tell me why no. So last time also it was classful. Earlier also it was classful. Only IPs are different, nothing else. Okay, one more no was there. Somebody was saying no. Yes, why? Auto summary. Version 1 there is no auto summary. See, earlier I was having communication. I only changed the network. That's it. Your colleague did the configuration. So I should have communication or not? Yes, I should have the communication. Yeah? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. So if I say ping 10.1 dot, sorry, 10.3.3.3 as a source, hmm? Why now? Hmm? Two different networks. Router's job is to provide communication between two different networks. Mhm. Why? Okay, okay. Just a minute. This is one scenario, right? Which is this one. And what was the previous scenario? So in the previous scenario, I was having here, I think 10.2, right? So here I was having the IP address 2.1, correct? Here I was having 2.2. Here I guess I was having 4.2 and I was having 4.3. And here I was using the network 10.4.4.0/24. So I was having communication here, but I'm not having communication here. Why? Hmm? Okay, now you can compare. Class. So so here also 10 network, here also source and destination both is 10. 192 class B. Class B. Okay, so class A do not communicate with class C. Hmm? Okay. What if I try communication from 10.1.1.1 to, let's say, 12.2? Directly connected? Let's see. Okay, see here. From R2, I'm trying communication. If I say do ping, oh, sorry. If I say ping 192.168.12.1, will I be able to ping? Yes or no? Yes or no? No? Definitely, I'll have the communication. If I say ping 10.1.1.1, define unreachable. Packet is unroutable. Let's see. Debug IP packet detail. Okay. You can see I'm getting an update here, right? Source port, destination port, port 520, right? Okay. Right now I'm getting so many packets, so that means stop it. If I say debug IP, ICMP, only ICMP I will say. Okay, now say. What is happening? How's this? Okay, if I say 10.3.3.3, okay. Again, I'm not able to reach. Why? If I check show IP route, what is happening? You can see I have a route. Hmm? Converts. Okay, fine. So what? Hmm? Converts into /8. So what? Route is there or not? Route is there. Check here. Show IP route. Do I have a route for 10.3? No. You can see for 10.1 I'm having a route. If I go here, do I have a route for 10.1? Why? You can see RIP is running and I'm getting the route 12.0. Only 10.1 I'm not getting here. Same way that side I'm getting 23, but only I'm not getting 10.3. This is your task to find out why. Okay. That if I'm using this network, if I'm using this kind of network, I'm not having communication, right? Okay, let's go back to the previous one. Wipe all the nodes. And again, you see, I'll be just changing the IPs only. And I need you guys to find a proper reason for this. You have entire weekend to yourself. You can spend 2 days just digging this. Ten dot two dot two dot one. 10.2.2.2. 10.4.4.2. And this is 10.4.4.3. Start all the nodes. Okay, update the configuration again. It's not there. Again, I have changed only the IP addresses. Again, he's the same guy doing the configuration. If something goes wrong, you can blame him, not me. Okay. And also look at the configuration carefully. He might be doing something wrong. Maybe that's why we didn't have that. Again, version 1 is only there, and he's the same guy doing the configuration. Ah, so what? My question is, if I'm using here, instead of 10.2 and 10.4, I'm not changing 10.1 or 10.3. I'm just changing the communication in between. And not even the communication, just the addresses. So this is your task to find out. Last time also, same 24. So what? So what I'm saying is, if it is classful and that is the case, if this is classful and that is the case, then here also there should be no communication. In this case also there should be no communication. If your classful is the reason, then in this topology also there should be no communication. But why I'm having communication here, but not just when I'm changing the addresses? This is something you have to find out. Imagine you come for mock interview to me and I'll ask you the same question. You'll not answer me and I'll fail.
Sir, that loopback is make it the 192 whether it is pingy.
Then it will ping.
Sorry?
That is something your part to test. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You guys can test. Instead of in between networks, you can change the loopbacks to the 192 and then try. Right? You have 2 days, right? Okay. Again, the same guy has done the configuration. Don't tell me anything wrong. Okay. I'm just copy pasting the configuration. Okay, so tell me now I have communication or not? Because you have seen last time. Okay. You guys are understanding, right? Yes or no? How the sessions are going and everything is good? See, someday if you feel like I'm going fast, you can tell me, I can go slow. If I'm going slow, you can tell me, I can go fast. Okay. And also, if someday you feel like, okay, this is too much for the day, that is also fine. Okay. Question is same. I just changed the addresses. Will I have communication? If I say ping 10.3.3.3, looping, I have the communication. If I use the source 10.1.1.1, I have the communication without any drop. Now this is your task to find out. You can see I have 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, everything I have. R2 also it will be showing. And you are saying that, okay, it will consider 10.0.0.0. You can see there is nobody considering 10.0. Nobody is considering 10.0. Understood? Magic. Online people clear with the task? What is your task?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you have these two topologies. In the first case, you're not having communication. Second case, you're having communication. Why do you have the communication? Why you don't have the communication? That is your task. Okay. And if you want, in the same topology, okay, in this topology, you can create one more scenario where you change these loopbacks to the 192.168.1 and 192.168.3. Then you can check whether you're having communication or not. Clear? Okay. And I think weekend is enough time to do this, right? Okay. Now, next thing we will see is about, let's say, we know that RIP is sending periodic updates, right? That means the routing updates will be sent every 30 seconds. I also said that, okay, in RIP, what happens? The routing update includes full routing table. Routing table includes full routing table. Okay. Now, what we will do is that in one update, how many routes will be sent? In one update, how many routes can be sent? This is what we are going to test right now. That in one update of RIP, how many routes can be sent? Okay. All right. Now, for this reason, what we are going to do is on this R1, we will remove this loopback. And instead of this, okay, we will configure like this 1.1.1.1/32. Okay. Then you will configure 1.1.1.2. Can you configure like this? Okay, tell me. Can I configure this address? So what? My question is, can I configure or not? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, so many yes. Why you're saying no? Can I configure or not? Why? Okay. So individualize. Okay. So if I try, let's say R1. So interface loopback 1, IP address. Okay. And if I say 1.1.1.1, Then if I say interface loopback 2, let me try. Understood? Now, right now we will not go like this because this will create some issues. Okay. So see here, as of now, what we will be configuring, you will configure like this. Instead of this, you will configure like this 2.1, 3.1, 4.1, 5.1. Okay. And you will configure 30 loopbacks. Who will do it? 30. Who wants to do? Who wants to configure 30 loopbacks? You? Quick. Okay, leave it. I'll do it. I don't want to use so much of time right now. Okay, so interface L1. Yes. No. We just need to configure 30 only. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, You never tried configuring these many, right? Four. So how many loopbacks? 30. How many loopbacks I can configure on an interface? No idea. How many loopbacks I can configure on an interface? 2 million, 4 million, 3, 5. You can say so many. Okay, this is the configuration. Now, copy, paste. Done. Right. Now we will see in one update how many will be sent. So capture Z 0 by 0. And let's wait for the protocol packets. How many packets are there? If you see from 10.2.2.1, how many packets are coming? 2 packets. But how many packets came from 10.2.2.2? That means this guy sent only 1 packet. And how many packets this guy sent? Why 2? Because 1 packet was not sufficient. 1 packet was not sufficient. Let's see. If I open this packet, so see from here to how many? 25. What about the second packet? In the second packet, 26 to 30. That means how many networks can be sent in one RIP packet? 25. One routing update in RIP can include only 25 networks. Understood? Only for it. Okay, irrespective of version, doesn't matter version 1 or version 2. Okay. So you can say in routing information protocol, a routing update can include only 25 networks. Okay. Remaining networks will be advertised in the second update. And from here, you can also understand that if you have a large network, large number of routes, your routing information protocol RIP is not sufficient. Why? It will consume more bandwidth. Because in one routing update, it will take how many routes? 25 only. Imagine you have thousands of routes. Then what will happen? Multiple packets every 30 seconds by one router. By one router, right? Then what will happen? That if you have number of routers, in that case, the amount of traffic will be used. That is one case. That means more bandwidth consumption. Second thing, all the routers will process all the packets. That means instead of one, somebody will process two. Right now they are processing two, but if you have thousands of them, then more CPU consumption also. This is another reason this protocol is obsolete. Not-
This update is this applicable for both the version 1 and version 2, right?
both. That's why I included routing information protocol. I didn't include the version information because this is irrespective of the version. You can have only 25 networks included in one router. This is clear? Okay. Now, timers you have studied in CCNA. How many timers? Hmm? Five. Five timers. Tell me the names. Yes. Okay. Number one is hello timer. Then second timer is hold. Okay. Before hold, don't you have invalid timer? Then hold timer.
Finish.
And where is the fifth one? Where is the fifth timer?
Finish, right?
Finish. Only flash, right? So four timers are there. What is the hello timer? Maintain the neighborship. Do you see any neighbor table? Have you seen any such command like this? Like show IP IGRP neighbors you have. So do you have show IP rep neighbor, something like this? Where is the neighbors? Nobody is neighbor here. Hmm? To check whether the connection establishment is it working over TCP or UDP? First packet is the hello timer. You know, but you're not able to explain. I can understand. How frequently the routing updates will be sent? What happened? Not visible? Why don't you come here? Hello timer is what? How frequently your updates will be sent. So these updates are sent by default every 30 seconds. Default is 30 seconds. Okay, what is invalid timer? Invalid timer. No idea. You didn't study. Why? You didn't study CCNA. Direct CCNP. These timers you didn't study in CCNA. Okay. Then not in study. You guys study? Then if your route is removed at invalid timer only, what is the use of plus timer? Somewhat correct. Then what is the use of hold down timer? Mhm. Okay. Anybody else? Yes. Anybody wants to add something to it? Let's see. See here. Very simple explanation. First one is, okay, how frequently the routing updates will be sent. Then interval of time after which a route will be declared invalid. Number three, the interval during which routing information regarding better path is suppressed. Number four is about amount of time that must pass before a route is removed from the topology table, or basically it is removed from the table. Okay. Now, see here. One more thing also. This is about workflow. Refers to the Cisco docs. Okay, they will always give you accurate information. This is about the configuration parameters. This is only about configuration. In CCNA books, it's not there, right? Then I'll show you some from CCA book. Thing IDP routing. Here. First is the hello timer or update timer. The timer that specifies the interval over which the updates will be sent. And the default is what? 30 seconds. Then we have invalid timer, which is a per route timer. This is a timer for every individual route. Okay, and this route will reset whenever an update is received. Let's say I have 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, update came. So as soon as the route is coming here, after that, it will wait for 180 seconds. If in 180 seconds there is no update coming to me, then the route will be declared invalid. But before 180 seconds, if I receive an update, then this will reset to 0. Okay. So this will begin after the update about a route has been received. So if I have received update, then this invalid timer will also start. If the update about a route from its next stop ceased to be received and the invalid timer reaches its limit, that means it has reached 180 seconds. Then what will happen? The route is declared invalid, and what is going to happen? The hold down timer will start for this route. That means whatever the route you have not received update for, that route will be declared invalid. And what is going to happen? The hold down timer will start. That means 3 minutes has already passed. 3 minutes are already passed. And now the hold down timer has started. And what is the duration of the hold down timer? 180 seconds. So again, this is a per route timer, and this will begin after the route has been declared invalid. The router starts advertising that route as unreachable. The router will start advertising that particular route as unreachable, and it will not accept any updated information. And also it does not modify the routing table entry for that route until the hold down timer has expired. That means once a route has been declared invalid, I will tell everybody that this route is not reachable. And if somebody is telling me that, okay, I know about this route, I will not accept that information. I will discard any updates. Is that clear? Okay, so 180, again 180, 6 minutes. 6 minutes are already done. 180 and 180, 6 minutes done. This is then plus timer, right? So a per route timer that is reset and begin after the update about a route has been received from a next stop. Okay, so if the update about a route from its next stop ceased to be received and the flush timer reaches its limit, the router will remove the route from the routing table entirely. That means if I'm not receiving an update, right? So this timer will start with the hold down timer, you can say. Okay. And as soon as 240 seconds are there, that means 60 seconds after your hold down timer, the route will be removed from the routing table. So generally, how much time does it take for a route to be removed from the routing table? 7 minutes. It takes around 7 minutes. How slow this protocol is, right? This is clear about the timers. Okay. Online people clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is hello timer or update timer. You can name it as update. Now another question I have. Here you have a statement, right? The router will start advertising that route as unreachable. What does it mean? How? How other routers will know that this route is not reachable? Broadcast. So if it is a broadcast, everybody will understand. Routing update itself is a broadcast. See what will happen. What I'm going to do, this loopback, I'm going to shut it down. Okay. Or let's say this 10.3 loopback, I will shut down. If I say configure terminal, interface, loopback 1, and shut down. I have shut down the loopback, and I believe this is loopback 1 only. Yeah, this is down. Okay, now let's take a look on R2. Do show IP route. Sorry, show IP route. So we just have to focus on the 10.3, right? So we have 10.1, 10.2. Do you see 10.3 here? Wait a minute. Why it's not there? Has to be there. Okay, so right now you can see here it is coming as 10.3. Okay. And if I will shut it down, maybe in this topology it might not be this. If I say shut down, and if I will check here, so right now it is immediately removed. Why? Because as soon as I shut down this, it doesn't get to timeout. This guy will directly advertise that, okay, not reachable. Okay, so for this thing, what we can do is, no, not like this. Let me say, on the R2, I will enable passive interface. On R2, I will enable passive interface this side. So this guy will not advertise any update on this side. Okay. Everybody understand passive interface? No? How many of you know about passive interface? Heard of passive interface? Simply understand passive interface when you enable. In dynamic routing, you will see this concept. So by default, what is happening R1 and R2, this is advertising the update through both the interfaces. But let's say I want that, okay, no update should be sent through this interface. I don't want any update to be sent through this interface. So I can enable this interface as a passive interface. And my dynamic routing protocol will not send any routing updates on this interface. Okay. Not ACL. So I'll say router with passive interface. And interface name is V0 by 1, right? Now we will see here on R3 that we will not get any updates now. If I say show IP route, rep, see 25 seconds. After 30 seconds, invalid timer will start. Already 33 seconds. Okay, wait for it. 40 seconds. So once 180 seconds will pass. So far, the routes are there in the routing table. Okay. And if I capture the packets, you will see that right now, there are no packets coming from 10.4.4.2. There will be no RIP packets coming from that side. So no packets will be coming from 10.4.4.2. Only updates will be sent by 10.4.4.3. Okay. I enable passive interface on R2 Z0 by 1. Okay. No updates. So now if I take a look inside my routing table, You see already 120 seconds done. Just 60 seconds more. One 40. 50. Almost there. See, more than 3 minutes. Now it will start showing in some time that these are what? These are possibly down. Okay. And you can see still I'm not having any routing update from 10.4.4.2, right? But if you see this has been declared invalid, right? See here. So how it is declaring invalid? By giving the metric as 16. It is telling everybody that, okay, these all routes, they have the metric of 60. This is what it means that it will start advertising. Okay, don't start saying that, okay, AD value 255 unreachable or not. This is request changing the metric to 60. Clear? And once they are declared invalid, see, possibly down. So right now what is happening? Hold down timer is going on. Now again 3 minutes hold down timer will go on, and after 3 minutes it will wait for further 60 seconds and then they will be removed. So after 7 minutes, the route will be removed from the routing table. Is that clear? Online people clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next thing is loop avoidance mechanism. So how many loop avoidance mechanism are there in REP? How many loop avoidance mechanisms are there? No idea. Check about this. You'll have enough time. Number one, split horizon. Number two, route poisoning. Number three, hold down time. These are the loop avoidance mechanisms. Okay. Clear? So task for this weekend. This is one task. And the second task is about the loop avoidance mechanism. Monday, we will start with EHR. Clear? Online people clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.